What's going on, guys? The real Sharif M here, aka Mangana Steel, with a little bit of morning ASMR for you. What's going on, guys? Yeah, sorry for a little bit of the late video, but I'm rocking 4 hours. Yes, you heard that right. 4 hours of sleep. And that's really just because I've been working like a dog. But on to the subject of today's video. I'm going to show you a prototype of a knife that's currently available. And if you guys stick through kind of just the quick overview, I have a little bit of a teaser for you guys that stick with it at the end of the video. Now, don't be a jerk and jump to the end. Stick around and let's talk about this knife that I got in. So I've been lucky enough to be invited into a few pass-around groups. And for me, that's a great experience because while I have a very extensive knife collection, it can get expensive to constantly like buy and try new knives. And the first one that came in was the Knife Standards RR. Came in this great like Pelican style case. So first knife actually I ever got in one of these Pelican style cases. And it's a nice touch, don't get me wrong. I definitely appreciate that. Now, I already unboxed the knife, so I'm not going to go like, ooh, check it out, right? Here it is. And I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. Hopefully you will. But man, is this thing like super duper milled all the way through, right? Very, very nice, pleasing design to me, honestly. I like it. It's got almost like a little bit of a coffin style shape to it. It's got wire pocket clip, dual thumb studs, and a really sexy compound ground blade here. Which, if you know me, I'm a huge fan of compound ground blades. And this guy is nice. It's got a nice deep hollow, nice reinforced tip here. And getting it in hand, the ergos I love straight from the get-go. If you guys have followed my videos at all, you know that I like very neutral handle shapes. They tend to lead to the most comfortable ergos, and that is no exception here. You've got a nice, generous finger choil, which fits my beefy fingers, and same here in the blade. So if you really want to get down and bear down for like push cutting and stuff like that, you absolutely can. Overall, a very, very nice knife. And to my understanding, actually, these are available. They're selling for around like $385 if I remember correctly. And they have CPM Magna Cut for the blade steel, which is pretty dang awesome. To my understanding also, every single one is numbered. I don't know how long they're going to keep the production going. But I know that they're already moving on to another model. Beyond that, OEM is Bestech, and as we know lately, Bestech has been absolutely killing it. We have, ceramic ball bearings, ceramic detent, the usual stuff. Now, one thing that I really do appreciate is that as far as the hardware is concerned, show side, there is no Torx milling showing, which just makes for an exceptionally clean look. And then all of the Torx milling is on the lock side. Part of what I really feel makes the ergos of this knife feel so good, for lack of a better way of putting it, is this deep angling or chamfering that he did along the blade, or along the handles rather, which really kind of almost give it the feeling of like a contoured knife. And it just feels really good. It just really does. And I feel that the guy who designed this must have bigger hands, because this fits me really, really well. I have to give it to him. Very nice knife overall. Definitely dig the milling. Now, like on first blush, if you haven't seen this knife before, you'd say, oh, you know, these lines are similar to, let's say, the Vero, but not really, actually. These lines right here may be the only similarity, but when you actually get the knife in hand and you see how all of the lines like merge and kind of flow together, that thought or any comparison to the Vero goes out the window really, really quickly. And apparently he also did something very smart. He made a captive pivot. Unlike Vero with this stupid 3-piece pivot design, which is why I only have one Vero, and I even have thought about getting rid of this thing, you know, because I hate that pivot approach. I genuinely do. Action, see, for a prototype is pretty phenomenal, and the detent is nice and strong. I mean, this thing really fires out with authority. And overall, is a very, very nice knife. Now, I'm going to do a bit of a deeper review into this guy and take a look at it and give you my thoughts on it as a designer. But what I think is really cool and also a little tragic about this knife was this was a passion project between the guy behind RR Standards and, or not RR Standards, sorry, 4 Hours of Sleep, bear with me. But this was a passion project between Knife Standards and his father. And sadly, his father passed away shortly after kind of the development of the concept of this knife. And this is kind of a knife to honor him. And I think that's really super duper cool. For those of us that have parents that don't necessarily share our hobbies or our enthusiasm for such things, it's really special when you do have a parent that you can share that stuff with. And if they are passionate about what you create, then man, like that's something to really treasure. So definitely give these guys, you know, a look. This is, for a first run, for a first knife, this is nice. This is very, very nice. Now, moving on to, if you guys have stuck with me this far, speaking of first runs and first knives, man, you guys deserve a little bit of a teaser, and here it is. Ooh, yes, I have the first pictures of the Kaimano prototype. That's partly why I only slept 4 hours last night. I got them. They look sexy AF. I am super duper excited. Hopefully these will ship within the next week or so. And I would say keep an eye out. Said Stevie and Matisfaction are getting first dibs on them. And then I hope to get good feedback from the guys. And then we'll go from there. Decide, you know, who else to send these to for review and feedback. But yeah, slowly becoming a reality, which I'm very, very excited for. So if you guys stuck along with the video thus far, thank you very much, and hope you guys have a wonderful week. Peace.